Right. Apparently I'm not very good at it. Maybe Emmy could help me with that sometime. I'm not really feeling up to more than a couple of laps today and slow to a walk pretty quickly. Wow, a couple of laps? That's still over a kilometre. I mean, oh no, that's still 800 metres. Yeah, that's quite bad. Where is Emmy? Emmy keeps running and doesn't seem to notice I've stopped until she passes me a second time. She quickly skids to a halt, breathing steadily in contrast to my own somewhat gasping demeanour. Finished already? I hang my head ruefully. Yeah, I'm not in very good shape right now. Emmy nods and then grins at me again. She seems to do a lot of smiling. Well, the important thing is you started, right? Next time you just have to try and hold out longer, and then longer and longer, and eventually you'll be great. I'll keep that in mind. But I think now I'm going to get ready for class. Shouldn't you? Emmy shrugs unconcernedly. Nah, I've got plenty of time. I notice she's not wearing a watch. You sure? Another careless shrug. Not really, but I've got to finish my routine. See you later, Hisao. Yeah, see ya. I'm not really sure whether this morning's experiment was a success or failure, but I'll admit that I do feel slightly good about getting out there this morning. And like Emmy said, I just need to keep it in order to get better, right? Practice makes perfect, or something like that. It's nice at least to feel like I've taken some semblance of control over my own health. I'll have to try and keep this up. He won't. I head back to the dorms to wash and change into my uniform, trying to resist the urge to take a really long and hot shower. I'm tired from all the running, so I just want to unwind, but I don't get to break my slowly building routine of getting to school before the morning rush. Oh dear. After taking a long shower anyway, I dry myself off and get out of the stall to put on my clothes. Out of nowhere, a shadow appears within the mist, looming and radiating malicious intent. It bursts through the fog. It's Kenji. Okay, then. Sup? What are you doing here? What the hell? You scared me. What's your problem? I should be asking you that. I've been looking for you all over the place, man. What do you mean all over the place? I'd want to ask if he's been looking for me like that, stark naked, but hold my tongue back. Sod it, I'd ask something like that. I finally realise I'm still naked too, and quickly hold up my shirt in front of me, but Kenji doesn't seem to notice a thing. His glasses are fogged up, but then why doesn't he wipe them off? Is his vision so bad that he's perpetually seeing through fog? You know, your room and... Yeah, that's it. Hey, I mean, I still had to get up, though. Whatever, it's not important. Can I borrow some money? He puts on an innocent face and looks away, trying very hard to look very casual. It doesn't work. He's as transparent as a window pane-sized glass. The fact that he's walking around the halls naked... This guy's feckin' weird. Oh dear, oh dear. Gotta love that water. Right, talking neutrally like this, wearing nothing, feels awkward. Actually, somehow, it's even more awkward to be naked in front of someone when they can't see me being naked. To say nothing of the fact that he's naked as well. I tried to brush the feeling off with little success. Money? Sure. Awesome. Wait, why'd you need it? Can't you just give it to me because I had a goodwill not to run through your pockets while you're in the shower? I could have, but I exercised restraint. And in the end, it's the thought that counts. Come on, be a pal. This makes no sense. If it's the thought that counts, I should withhold payment, since his thoughts are clearly so impure, and his intentions are probably even more sinister, since he can't tell me what they are. I say as much to him. I'm offended, man, but if that is your game, then fine. I guess I have no choice. I want to order a pizza, and I already have the costs. I already have most of the cost of the pizza. I just need your help for the rest. I get some of that pizza too, right? No. Are you serious? Yeah, I would give you some, but you have class. You don't have time to eat a pizza. What about you? I'm not going to class. I have to wait for the pizza and pay the guy, and then eat it. It's not easy. You have to obtain the pizza stealthily. If you don't, everyone will see you, and the pizza, and they will ask for a slice. Not gonna lie, can understand the feeling. I do know why he's doing it. You order a pizza, and suddenly you end up with 4 slices out of 10. It's terrible. It's a hard world out there. Everyone wants a piece, and then you're left with pizzaless in an unforgiving world. It's happened before, that's all I know. Every day I plan my vengeance, so that when people who wronged me order a pizza, I will be there, ever vigilant. Kenji strikes a dramatic pose, completely without irony. I don't even want to say anything. But yeah, I only need like 400 yen. Please, you're my only hope. I can't go outside and buy my own pizza, it's too far. I try not to go out unless absolutely necessary. Let me tell you what happened the last time I went out without carefully planning out in advance. Can you not? Oh god. I was outside, I can't remember what I was doing. Something. Standing? Maybe wondering how I got there. And then, out of nowhere, it happened. Like a flash of lightning splitting the sky. Like how you split a sandwich into 2 equal pieces to make it more manageable to hold and eat. A bird crapped on my head. What? It was the second most shocking moment of my life. What's the first? He ignores me and keeps going. I want to grab him and shake him. Is he trying to just keep momentum? I'll go with that, even if it's more likely he just didn't hear me. It was like in the openings to some kind of anime show. You know how there's always a part when a main dude is fighting his rival, and then they fly at each other and clash swords, and there's like a big dramatic coloured auras and zoom? It was like that, but with poo. What? Right. Okay. So yeah, I need some money. Please don't leave me hanging, man. I only need like 1,000 yen. It was 400 a minute ago. I thought it was 400. Okay. What? I'll pay you back, I swear. You better. That's what it means to borrow stuff. I don't know when I'll be able to pay you back. You have 1 week. Ah! Kenji winces and makes a noise like a dying cow. A particularly disturbing fact given that his baton is conducting freely. Oh dear. You're not supposed to be so tight-assed about money between brothers in arms, man. Men have it as bad enough as it is. Did you know that male porn stars only make about half of what the female porn stars make? That doesn't mean anything unless you're a porn star. So maybe I'm a porn star on the side, struggling to make ends meet as I fight the feminist agenda. And you can't spot me or... You can't even spot me your crumbs, you bastard. Nobody understands. Nobody. Wouldn't feminists be against pornography in the first place? This feminist agenda stuff again. This stuff is important. I can see that you don't give a shit, but this is serious here. Feminists are a dangerous enemy. Make no mistake. Take them lightly and you'll wake up in the morning with a knife in your back. BAM! Out of nowhere. How'd you wake up in the morning if someone stabbed you in your sleep? Women are terrible at stabbing things. Oh dear, fucking hell. I thought you just said don't take them lightly. Well, I mean, don't take them lightly for the big things. Individually, they're not a threat. But if there was some kind of war, like a big war with men on one side and the feminist forces on the other side, it would be pretty ugly. And that day will come when the feminists come out of nowhere, of the central top secret worldwide feminist headquarters, and say, it's on now, motherfuckers. It's on. You're being ridiculous. There's no big worldwide feminist headquarters building. Where would they even hide that? I mean, it'd have to be so massive. You couldn't hide that on Earth. Someone would notice a big fortress with only women in it. Who said it was on Earth? I turn away from Kenji and start practicing frowning faces in a mirror so that I can figure out what kind of frown will best express my emotions. He can't see me from this distance anyway, which unfortunately means that he just keeps on ranting without any regard or sense or sensibility. Yeah, there's a war going on. A war that not many people know about. Yeah, close enough. That's pretty much what it said. But it's great that one day boil over and encompass all of the known world. Oh, it's a great one that will one day boil over. No, it's a great war. Then we will have to pick the sides. We will have to make a stand. In fact, it's happening right now. Imagine it, the bloody battlefield, a vicious conflict without end. I almost gave up when I thought this cause was silly, when I grew tired of the bleakness of our fight, when I mistook the time the power went out for a feminist raid and I thought the end was near. But then I realised that if I gave up, it would all be over, and I was like, whoa, and knew it had to get serious. Because I'm the last sane man in an insane world, it's about duty. Must be a pretty crappy movement if it all hinges on one naked guy ranting in a bathroom at another naked guy. So can I have the money? He's blocking the way out. It's getting cold because I'm still naked, but I still want to go to class. So I agree to spot him the money. Awesome. Thanks, dude. We should go bowling later on. Bowling? Yeah, it's the ultimate sport. There are almost no women bowlers either, making it almost the manly sport. Right, should I wear my pink bowling shirt with matching shoes or pastel green with flower accents? There is a bowling clothes? Maybe. Anyway, you'd better pay me back. I can pay you back in stuff, right? I don't have the time to ask him to elaborate on what that means. I don't know. I have to get to class. You're kind of in the way. Oh, sorry. I didn't want to hold you up, and I have stuff to do myself. The time has come. Time for what? I just like saying that. Okay, now my time really has come. For what? I have to use the bathroom. Get out of it. I was just going to. And what does that mean? It's a big bathroom. So, I have to be alone or I can't go. The pressure. Okay, what if someone else comes in? I'll think of something. I give him my practiced frown and it looks kind of silly reflected in his glasses. He either doesn't notice or doesn't see. Anyway, so I get dressed and run back to my room, feeling as if though an eternity has passed since I woke up. That is time I will never get back. I'll get this somehow. But right now I have to get to class. I'm the first person in class today, although I think I'm a little too early. Then again, sitting here alone here with 20 minutes sure beats having to suffer that time with Kenji. The combination of fatigue, frustration and boredom starts making me feel very tired. I black out for a second, waking up when my head hits the surface of my desk. Rubbing my forehead, I realise this is as good as a reason as any to stay up for now and stop coming to classes so early later. Eventually I hear a tapping noise outside the hallway, and Lily's tall figure appears to be on the doorway. She's not in this class, so she must have some other business. Maybe she's looking for Hanako. Lily stops at the door, looking hesitant as if she was a vampire who can't come in unless invited. I consider doing so because she looks rather lonesome standing there. She steps in on her own accord though, after straightening her skirt and shirt collar as if it was of importance to look prim when entering our classroom. Excuse me. She calls into the quiet classroom with a probing, delicate voice. I realise the silence might unnerve her because of her blindness, so I break it. Good morning, Lily. Hisao? Good morning. I didn't hear you come in. I wonder if she thinks it's suspicious I didn't say anything to her before. It's likely. If I were to tell too big a lie now, it would sink me. That or she thinks she's come into the wrong class. Well, I was already here, just asleep until now. Oh. Have you seen Hanako today by any chance? No, she seems to come in only just before the bell rings, or after that. Do you want her to tell something for you? No, it's fine. It's strange, but I think we're the only two people in this school right now. I didn't hear anyone else on my way here. I shouldn't have got it up so early today, I guess. You're chastising fucking hell. You're chastising yourself. That's as good as anything. Yourself for doing something other people should. Punctuality is a good thing. I think so anyway. It's a very busy morning today. The festival is coming soon and today is the deadline for event registration, budget reports and any other official paperwork. It could be that everyone is trying to complete the necessary forms at the last minute. Maybe that's why it's so quiet today. Hi! And she comes in quite loudly. In fact, considering I think the door was open already, she still managed to slam it. God knows how. Misha pops into the room with Shizune as if on cue, shouting with a loudness that makes Lily visibly flinch. Hi, Hik-chan. Hi. Look, it's the class representative. Hello. Lily smiles, probably amused by Misha's, or Shizune, use of the word look. Good morning. Right, of course, you're not the representative of this class, right? I'm not. Lily seems a little more guarded in her answers to Shizune than she was with me the other day. I guess they really don't get along at all. Then I realised that Lily might not actually know Shizune is present, and she's trying to detect whether she is or not to know who she is talking to. For all she knows, she's talking to Misha, but knowing that she and Shizune are practically inseparable, she might expect Shizune being the one that actually talks. Damn, how complicated. I decide to help Lily out for my own peace of mind more than anything. You're here early, Shizune. You're here even earlier than us. Misha puffs out her cheeks angrily. Why is she getting angry? Does she feel emotions on Shizune's behalf too? It's not that weird though, that Shizune didn't like my little comment. It's true, I was here earlier than them, so me saying something like that could definitely be misinterpreted as anything. especially if Shizune doesn't have the benefit of hearing tone to gauge intent. Before I start weighing whether I should apologise, Shizune has already moved on. Class rep, it's a good thing you're here. We have to talk. The festival is coming up in 3 days, right? Every other class has already handed in their projected budget reports for their events. Even the first years, except you. Ha 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 ha! There is still time to hand it in, isn't there? Oh. Today! The deadline is today. You're certainly taking your time, aren't you? If I had it my way, I'd have had all the necessary paperwork days ago. But someone had to say the deadline, please extend it. Yes, that was me. Planning something on this scale is not a small task, and a week is too small a time frame to expect a whole class to work out such a complex issue completely. Do you want to know what's harder than distributing the funds for one class's event? Handling the same matter for every class in the school and then some. The one who does it is me. Misha puts her hands on her hips and stands up straight. Wow, she's really getting into the role. Lily doesn't look like she's very amused though. Hey, Shizune, aren't you being a little too hard on her? There's still a whole day left. Please, Hisao, it's alright. They're not going to be too happy at me saying that. Lily seems happy I'm taking her side, but a bit conflicted that I'm not think she can take care of herself. If this is about the budget, then I'm disappointed you think I have forgotten about it. I understand how important it is. Then, can I have it, please? Shizune, she might not have it on her at this exact second. It's not here right now. I asked you two students to take care of it for me. Students from my class. She emphasizes the last sentence, much to my surprise. She knows about Shizune's Misha's efforts to rope me into the student council. I guess word must have gotten around. Now she's using it as ammo against Shizune. This just gets better and better. It was your responsibility. A budget report isn't something you should be delegating away. As class rep, it's your job to be on top of things. This kind of disregard for proper procedure is just really terrible. They completed it, being capable of doing so. But the students have been sick recently, so they could not come to school and give it back to me. If you want, I will apologise on their behalf for getting sick. Okay. Although Misha misses Lily's little chap entirely, Shizune doesn't, and she seems torn between being offered Lily's daring and jumping for joy at the prospect of a challenge. Fucking hell, they don't like each other. It seems Shizune and Misha are being a bit harsh. Lily, don't they live here at the school? That's a 5-minute walk, you know. What could they possibly have that prevents them from taking 5 minutes out of their busy lives to drop something off that will affect the enjoyment of the entire class? Lily opens her mouth to say something, but Shizune closes the gap between them and starts signing furiously, waving her hands like an orchestra conductor. Misha tries her best to convey the same passion, but can't seem to lose her normal cheerful tone. The result is interesting and somewhat surreal. And what's with that attitude? I said that it's not something you should be delegating away. Are you the class representative or aren't you? Tell me the names of those two students. They should have your job if you can't even handle something this simple for yourself. One form isn't the full extent of what I'm supposed to take care of. Lily's tone is growing slightly impatient, but she is doing a good job of letting Shizune see how unsettled she is becoming. She is playing her cards close to her chest. Shizune, on the other hand, wraps her fingers cheerfully along the edge of her glasses, knowing Lily can neither hear or see how excited she is. Of course, you do so much, class rep. It must be difficult being you. Lily tightens her lips at Misha's words, clearly understanding the intent behind them, even though Misha delivers them without a single hint of sarcasm, which they were meant to have. Shizune and Lily don't like each other, that much is clear, but this seems a little much. It seems like Lily has had enough, is ready to push back. Oh? Hello? I was actually just discussing the budget report before you came by. You must be very talented to have finished all your student council duties so quickly, so that you can track me down to make sure I don't forget my own. Are we accusing me of slacking off? It seems like you're confusing me with yourself. I don't think so. That would be a very difficult thing for me to do, comparing myself to you. You're right. The difference between us is like heaven and hell. And it's not hard to guess which one you might represent. The air between them ripples with the heat of their enmity. Well, not really. They can't disguise it anymore, though. Even Misha looks like she's beginning to understand the real nature of this conversation. Hik-chan, don't you slack off either. What are you talking about? Aren't you taking part in the festival, Hik-chan? You are, aren't you? Then I hope you're going to do a lot more to make sure it goes smoothly than this person. Cut me and Lilly some slack. Don't drag me into this. I've done my part. I don't understand why Shinzune is getting mad at me. They seem well over the top at the moment, so I'm backing Lilly up here. Hey, come on. Cut me and Lilly some slack. Hey, I'm the new guy, remember? It's not like I could have done much even if I wanted. That's right. You shouldn't expect a transfer student to jump right into his first week. Lilly takes my side, taking my side feels oddly comforting, so I decide to back her up too. Yeah, you're being unreasonable with us both. Excuses. Miss Class Rep has had plenty of time to deal with her report, and we repeatedly offered you a position to help with the student council work, but you refused to commit yourself to making the festival a success. Yeah, but as I said back then, I'm not sure if... I don't even have time for this right now. No matter what I do, it will mean being drawn into a confrontation with Shizune, and that is what she wants. Whatever, forget it. I turn my back at them. Lilly, class is going to be starting soon, so we can talk more later. I'll tell Hanako you were looking for her. I can feel Shizune freezing. Maybe this is the first time she's ever been ignored in such a blunt manner. Thank you, Hisao. I'll leave now then. She gives me the sweetest smile I've seen all week, and turns on her heels to make towards the exit. As soon as Lilly walks out the door, I suddenly feel reluctant about turning to face Shizune. I can feel her eyes burning into my back, and I can't bring myself to look at her. She must be furious. I keep expecting Misha to say something to alleviate the tension, but it was really wanting too much. In the end, I go back to my seat and listen to the sound of Shizune's footsteps as she marches out of the room. She doesn't return until a few minutes before class.